All right, guys, the day is finally here. The site is officially live. Revitalizingretro.com is up. We have over 2,400 games and consoles available. And right now I want to show you one of the coolest features on our website, which is the trade-in process. So let's go over there and do that. This is the site, guys. There's that clip that we filmed in that last video. Check it out. We have all these options right here. But we're going to go to the Sell Your Games tab. And now I'm going to pass the camera to myself because Bradley is much better at explaining how this works than I am.
Okay, so we just wanted to show you guys really quick some of the features of this. So it's pretty cool. We built this kind of from scratch using all of the elements that we would want if we visited a game store online and we were like, okay, we want to trade our collection. How would we want it to look? How would we want it to feel? User-friendly, all of the things. So when you go to the Sell Your Games page, you're gonna see you can learn about our deductions right here. We have a whole section about what regions we accept, some deductions for disc scratching, cartridge scratching, all that kind of stuff. And just basic things. And then you can also visit our FAQs right here. There's 2 tabs. This is just general for the site, and then this is specifically for Sell Your Games. So yeah, just stuff like how is the trade value calculated. We're using price charting for everything along with just item condition and demand. And then how long is my quote good for? We're doing 7 days from the time your trade is submitted, as long as the package is shipped within that window. And then something else that I wanted to mention is there is a minimum trade-in total. It's $20 before you can submit. And then once your
Which is pretty low.
Yeah.
Most sites it's 100.
Yeah, so once your trade arrives to our warehouse, we inspect everything, and then we aim to issue your payment within 3 to 4 business days.
Yep.
Also, something we're doing different, a lot of places that do this, they do not give your games back to you. So say
no, they don't.
You send a huge box to somebody, and they're like, okay, well, the quote's gonna be this, and you're not happy with it, too bad, they're keeping your games.
Right.
We didn't want it to be that way because we're a little bit smaller operation, we can do this. So if you are not happy with the quote that we give you, we can send your items back to you. You just pay for the shipping.
Yep.
So that's kind of the FAQs, and then how this actually works is,
oh yeah, get to this part. This
number
is the cool
1,
part.
you're gonna search your items using the search bar that's included below. You're gonna be able to select the condition and the quantity for each item, whether it's loose, CIB, sealed. And then, like I said, must be at least $20 to submit. We're using the live market data. And then you're gonna submit your trade request. You can choose cash, which we're doing 60%, or store credit 80%. And you can use the store credit towards Revitalizing Retro, J-Boy mods, or split between both, which we are really excited about. And then once you receive and process your trade, updates are gonna be sent to you via email. So there's a bunch of contact info below. So let's show you guys how this is gonna work. So
check it out.
Let's say we have Silent Hill 3.
It's already in there, yeah.
It's already in there. And let's say we have it loose. So you're gonna see, okay, I have it for PlayStation. This is what, I have it loose. I'm gonna mark that down. I'm gonna add it to the trade cart. So it's added to the cart, perfect. You can see it right there.
Yep, there it is. Do a couple more. Do Pokemon Yellow. Do that one.
Here's what I'm thinking. Let's show how a console works. So we're gonna search, say I have a Nintendo 2DS in red. There it is.
There it is.
I have it, let's say I have it CIB.
CIB.
Add it to the trade cart. It's added.
Boom.
And then let's say I have Simpsons Hit and Run.
You would pick that one.
That's my favorite game. Simpsons Hit and Run for PlayStation 2. Let's say I have 2 loose copies. You can add the quantity there, add to the trade cart. Right, perfect. That's what I want to send in. I'm going to scroll down here to the trade cart. You can review this. So yep, I have loose. That's what I'm going to get for cash. That's what I'm going to get for credit. I got the 2DS in there, and I've got the Simpsons Hit and Run loose, 2 copies. So right here, it's gonna give you the estimated total. So if I wanted to do cash, I would get $244.96 if when I send it in, I don't have any deductions. And store credit, I would get $326.62 towards something on Revitalizing Retro or J-Boy mods or both. As a reminder, no reproduction games, no modded consoles, everything needs to be NTSC, and anything that's broken or heavily worn, we're not going to take. Then you come down here to the trade information. You can choose, so let's say I want to do cash. You can choose Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle. I would simply just put my full name in here, the email that I want to get updates, and my Venmo username. If I wanted to do store credit, I could go here, select Revitalizing Retro, J-Boy mods, or split between both. You can put your name, the email for the updates, and the email for the store credit. Then you'll click Submit Trade-in Request. It'll send us an email, we'll approve it, And then we send you guys a label.
Label. We're paying
And
for the
we're
shipping.
paying for the
which
shipping.
Is something that a lot of places don't do. So we're paying for the shipping to get it to us. If you don't like the revised quote, you can get it shipped back to you.
Yeah. And something else that I'm really like proud of that we figured out is like how to integrate little like easy things into this. So like each time you go on here to, you know, sell your games, it creates a trade ID number. So like you'll get this trade ID number. You'll go down here, you'll submit everything, it'll show you the trade ID number again, and then I'll be in contact with you for, you know, the trade, and you'll just include that number in your box. And yeah, it's just, it'll be really
Very simple.
Seamless, easy.
You don't have to print anything out except for the shipping label. You can just write the number down on a piece of paper.
Exactly.
Yep.
We've done a lot of testing on this, and we're really excited to finally launch it, and yeah.
This is what took so long to get the site to work, was a streamlined trade-in process. This was very hard to do. So this is what took so much time.
Yeah.
But we think it works how we would want it to work if we were going to go onto a site to sell games. We would want it to be a system that's just like this.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're
thank you,
excited
Briley.
about it. Yeah.
You said it better than I definitely would have.
Okay, now that we just showed you guys how the Sell Your Games page works, we also wanted to show you something else that we're doing a little bit differently on the site, which is we're not doing stock photos. We're actually showing you what the product is, the condition of it, and we wanted to show you guys our photo setup because we haven't showed you that.
Let's do it. So, yeah, one thing we noticed when we were like researching a lot of the online stores is that a lot of stores, most of the stores, they tend to just use stock photos, and then they'll give you like a fair, good, or mint condition, you know, whatever you want to buy about that game. But like, what does that even really mean? You know, if you're buying like Haunting Ground, for instance, like a $500 game, wouldn't you want to see exactly what it's going to look like before you buy it? So we wanted to get as close as we could get to you walking into a game store to buy a game off the shelf. And this takes us to our photo section right here. We basically take photos of every single game, open the case, you see the real case that you're going to get, you see what the manual looks like, you see the condition of the disc or the cartridge. Yeah, so everything that you see on the site is what you see is what you get. That was a huge thing that we were trying to hammer in when we were building this site.
Yeah, and we can do that because, you know, it's like the bigger stores, we totally get it. They have so much volume. They're doing so much volume that it makes sense to use the stock photos. But for us, you know,
this is just how we wanted to do it, and it took a lot longer. It's why it took us upwards of 6 months to get this site up and going. I mean, there's over 2,400 things on the site, and there's still like 800 or so games that we have to list. But that's just how we wanted to do it so that everybody's happy with what they're getting. And then consoles specifically, there are so many different like scratches and little things on a used console that you can't, I don't know, you want to see it, especially if it's a special edition, you want to see what it looks like before you purchase it. So that's one big thing about our store that a lot of other stores do not offer. So some people are probably wondering why we just didn't do something easier like open an eBay store, maybe sell on Amazon. And the reason I feel like eBay, I've been selling on eBay for a long time, but I feel like people don't really want to buy stuff on eBay. It's like a one-off thing. Like, it's not really, you don't really go back to the same eBay store. Some people do, but I feel like eBay, it's just all generic. You know what I mean? There's no real relationship with the customer when you're selling stuff on eBay. We wanted to build something that really felt like a game store. You can go and you can feel like you trust what you're buying, and you want to come back and keep trading your stuff in and keep buying new stuff just like you would if it was a local store to you.
Yeah, and with eBay, you never know if what you see is what you get. So another huge reason why we decided to do this is because you get so many questions on the daily of, can I trade all my stuff for a DS or for a Game Boy or whatever? So we're like, we need to set up an online store that this makes sense.
That was the big inspiration to begin with, is people would always message me and say, can I trade in, you know, this, or can I sell you like a couple Game Boys? And it was just like, I did it once in a while, but the infrastructure wasn't there. And I knew if I was constantly getting packages in, it was going to get way out of hand. That was why it was a huge thing for us to build this back-end system so that we can keep everything organized, not lose anything. Because that's what I've been afraid of doing, is if I started buying games, I'd lose track of who they went to, and it was just going to be a nightmare. So hopefully we solved that issue with our system that we created in here. Thanks to Briley. So thank you, Briley, for making that system.
Of course.
Okay, guys, and with that, the site is now live. We have a special 10% off code for everybody that's subscribed to this channel. It's only going to be usable for you guys. It's only going to be seen by you guys. It's right here. It's good for anything on the site, 10% off from now, when the site went live at 9 a.m. until 9 a.m. tomorrow on the 13th, and that's the cutoff. So get there while you can. Thank you so much for being subscribed to this channel. We'll see you guys in the next one. All right, so the left button is the yellow.
Okay.
The left bongo is the yellow. The right bongo is the red. When it's pink, you hit both of them. And when it's like a silver one, you clap. Okay?
What is clap?
You physically clap your hands.
How does it know that?
It just knows.
Okay, turn it up a little bit.
Okay, you're right.
Louder. Okay, so yellow is this.
Yeah. Clap, clap,
Oh.
right.
Oh.
I'll do it, clap. All right, both. Clap, clap. Both.
It's so
Clap.
bad.
Stop, stop, stop. Try to play it. Clap. Right. Clap. There you go. Both. Clap, clap. Both. Clap, clap. Left. Both. Try it.
I can't do this.
There you go. Both. There you go. It's not that hard. Left. Both. Clap.
It's really hard. Can I see you do it?
Yeah. I used to play the shit out of this.
Kirby, that's the name you should know. Kirby, he's the star of the show. He's more than you think, he's got maximum pink. Kirby's the one. He comes from early, he comes from early. Give it all, take a look at the show.
Shit!
Oh my god.
Slipped out of you. You gotta wear shorts with this. Imagine playing this on the streets of Louisiana. This is on easy too.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
There's no way.
Oh, I missed one. That's it.
Good job.
Yeah.